It first started on May 31st. My friend, she was here to push some delivery item inside.
Okay.
She has my backup key. It was on May 31st.
Okay. Apparently this has been going on since May 31st.
Weeks after the noise dispute with Lee, the husband, his wife, and their infant began suffering burning eyes, headaches, coughing, and vomiting. At first, they blamed the water heater and HVAC, replacing and checking both. But when the symptoms kept coming back, and a family friend who stopped by while they were away experienced the same reactions after noticing a wet, chemical-like substance near their front door, they knew something sinister was going on and set up a concealed camera. This is Chinese PhD student Zhuming Lee using a syringe to inject chemicals into his neighbor's apartment to retaliate against the sound of their crying baby. For months, the family living inside this unit had been suffering from unexplained illnesses until they hit a small camera inside a potted plant and caught his downstairs neighbor doing this. Fearing for his family's lives, the husband immediately called the police. As officers and hazmat units started swarming the building, this Chinese immigrant would quickly realize the huge trouble he was in.
He's a what?
Chemistry PhD student at USF.
So you're saying you want a lawyer, but there's some questions I want to ask you that have to do with the interest of public safety, and it's called a public safety exception. Okay?
Yep.
Thank you.
Normally, questioning should have stopped once Zhumi Ling asked for a lawyer, but the officer correctly invoked the public safety exception, a U.S. Supreme Court rule from 1984, which allows limited questioning even without full Miranda protections, when it's necessary to neutralize an immediate danger. Crucially, Lee still had the right to remain silent. However, he didn't and ended up talking himself into a one-way trip back to China.
For the truth, not your home, but you were seen near the door doing something. You're on video. And you did something, and an officer walked up to that door, and he felt weird. He felt weird in his respiratory system, his eyes, and his skin. And I need to know what that was.
The detective already knew what Lee had injected. He just wanted a confession to make the case airtight. To back Lee into a corner, he played the footage showing him caught red-handed on camera.
What did you put on there? Don't play stupid. I need to know to tell the doctors.
But I didn't have any poison chemical here.
I didn't say you had a poison chemical. I asked you what you had that could have caused this. Because the people inside the door and the officer were affected and had irritated eyes and itchy skin. And I'm asking you to cooperate so we can tell the doctors, because they don't know what he was exposed to.
I think for some onion extraction here.
What was it?
Onion?
Onion?
Onion extraction.
Onion extraction?
Yeah.
What did you pour it with?